I'm Anthony Lonergan here with TSPN with the number 1 and number 2 ranked players in Kansas for golf. Chance and James, how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for
Good.
having me on.
Oh, yeah.
Doing good. Excited for this podcast.
So tell me a little bit about your guys' selves, starting with you, James.
All right, yeah. So I'm a senior here at Blue Valley High School. I've been on varsity all 4 years. Freshman and sophomore year, we were fortunate enough to win the team titles, and individually, I've placed 8th and 3rd at state, as well as another 7th place finish. And excited for this year because we have another solid team, and I think we can make a run at state.
Nice.
My name is Chance, and I've been on varsity for 4 years now. And same as James said, I think we have a great shot this year. Obviously, we won our freshman and sophomore year as a team, and I think we have a great group of guys to try and run it back again this year. We just picked up our first victory a week ago, so I think that gives us some momentum moving forward into the postseason that will start in about a week and a half. So looking forward to it, and since I'm a senior, I'm just going to try and cherish these last few rounds and make the most of it with the team.
Nice. So what got you guys into golf, and how'd you guys start up?
So I actually started at a very young age. I was 3.5 years old. I was in Marshalltown, Iowa, which is where my mom's side is, and my grandma was the only one in the family that played golf, and she actually surprised me to go play 9 holes at her home club, and I was 3.5 years old, so I was this young little kid, and I was fortunate enough to get on the course because most courses you had to be like 6 or 7 years old in order to play, but she talked to the pro there because she was a member, and we got on, and it was supposed to be 9 holes, but we ended up playing 27 holes that day, and I chipped in on the last hole, and so that kind of just brought so much excitement. All the cart boys were over there watching, and when they saw me chip it in, they all came running down and gave me like a high five, so I thought that was super neat.
Nice.
And then my parents ended up getting like a plastic set of clubs, and I just broke those into pieces around the house, snapped them in half because they were just not
Get angry.
strong enough. Yeah, I was.
Snap them in half.
Uh-huh.
Done that a couple times with some real clubs.
Yeah.
So,
Anthony's infamous for
Snapping.
being kind of a rage monster on the golf course.
Yeah, man. So about you, James, what got you started?
I think from a young age, I just fell in love with the game, kind of like Chance. I couldn't get enough of it. Went from 9 holes to 18 holes to 27 holes, and then started to get into competitive tournaments. It's a lot like high school, I feel like. You start in middle school, prepares you for high school and then college. And for golfers, it's U.S. Kids and then like Hurricane tournaments and then AJGA tournaments, which is our national golf competitions. Yeah. And that kind of has prepared me and Chance for the next level.
mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
my dad kind of inspired me to get into golf, and I've built some good relationships with my friends, and that's just improved my golf game along the way.
Nice. So speaking of the next level, you guys are both headed to the Big Ten, correct?
Yes, sir.
Iowa and Nebraska. You guys will have some big battles.
I know it's going to be interesting because we've been friends for many years now on the same team, and now we're going to be
Teammates too, yeah.
rivals. So
Yep.
So
We're
how
gonna
does
be
the
rivals.
how is the recruitment process for golf? Because you don't see a lot of big golfers going D1 like you guys are. So how does that work? How did it start? Is it start at a younger age as other sports, or is it later?
It's a lot like other sports. For golf, you're not allowed to talk to colleges until your sophomore year,
June
this summer,
15th.
June 15th. And so, really, if you're wanting to go Division I like me and Chance, you have to play in these high-level tournaments your freshman year, just so you built your resume up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Got to send a lot of emails.
send a lot of emails.
Consistently, too.
Keep your golf game up. but also keeping your coaches informed on how you've been playing, and then
The good and the bad. They want to know it all.
I would say probably the winter of sophomore year to kind of the beginning of your junior year is when visits start,
Okay.
and official visits, nothing compares.
Oh yeah. So what really made you guys? Because I'm sure you guys had a bunch of other offers. What made you like stick with Nebraska or Iowa?
Yeah, for me, it was the coaches at Iowa, Coach Stiff and Coach Hoyle. They seemed very personable. The conversations that I had over the phone with them just felt very easy to have a conversation with them, and they honestly felt like family. The whole entire atmosphere of campus, when I went on to official visit, I was thankful to go there, meet some of the teammates, and it was just a great experience, and everyone was very welcoming for me, and the facilities are definitely top notch, at least in my opinion. So it was a very easy decision for me.
So did you live in Iowa? Is that what you
I
said?
did not.
Whenever
My
you were
mom,
younger, or
my mom went to Iowa,
okay,
but that wasn't the reason why I went there. But yeah, she went there, so that was kind of has some background there.
nice.
Same as Chance, I feel like the coaches, just as well as the athletic department, felt like a family environment, and I'm sure just like Iowa, our facilities are great, and we've got this big training table, so we eat with all the athletes, and I think it's going to be cool eating next to some big-time football
Dylan
players.
Raiola.
Dylan Raiola.
That can be your boy.
That hopefully will be my boy. Maybe he could get me some NIL deals.
Thanks.
How about you, Anthony? St. Thomas. What made you decide to go there?
Same thing. The coaches, man. I mean, at the end of the day, all the facilities they come and go, but the coaches, whatever coach they're going to be loyal and stay there and want you the most. That's where I wanted to go.
I feel like we're all going north.
I know.
How do you guys deal with the cold?
I mean, better be giving me some good gear. That's all I got to say.
I'm sure you're going to get D1.
Some nice gear.
Gear is nice.
Yeah, mine, they have like the tunnels though. Do you guys have, you guys don't need the tunnel. It's not like it gets that cold.
No.
Yeah, ours, there's like tunnels. Like,
Really?
so you don't have to walk outside to get to classes.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I know that Tyler, they get going like a trip down to Arizona in the winter. For like
Really?
a month, and then they just do like schooling from there.
Are you
online.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I bet, because you can't golf in Minnesota.
No.
Yeah. We got to go to Florida and San Diego during the season. So that's nice. Get a little sun, but let's see what else I got here. So are you guys big bettors whenever you guys play?
You know,
Used to
we
be.
used to be. We used to bet all the time. And now I feel like it's kind of
Mellow it out.
mellowed out.
I feel like we've kind of became chickens because now we're kind of betting with our own money instead of our parents.
Oh, you used to bet with your parents?
I kind of did. I mean, they give me $20 to go get range balls. I would just pick up range balls on the course, use that $20 to bet against Chance, whether that be
So it's the most you've ever
Whether
been
that
down
be-
from me, just in general.
one. I hate to do Chance dirty like this, but one time we played tennis,
We did
which
play tennis.
we never do, and I think I took what?
Took like
$105.
$105.
$105. And that's not anything compared to what I did to Anthony.
Wait, but what happened? Tell him what happened.
So yeah, the tennis, as most betting goes, you just do double or nothing, until one of the players finally wins,
Breaks.
and then we break even.
Uh-huh.
But it was not Chance's day, and I've played way more tennis than him, and
I'm more of a pickleball guy.
Oh, same here.
accumulated $110 off of him, which feels good.
Usually it always ends up that we always split even at the end of the day. Like, I'll be up 20 and then he'll win and get back down to 0. Or if we're on the golf course, we'll tie the round and then we'll go do like a chipping or putting contest. And for some reason, no one ever makes profit normally. But that day I was in the dumps. Yeah, I was down big.
Oh, that sucks. You just gotta run from dirt, and then you don't have to pay him.
Yeah, Anthony, he was down 140.
I was down 140.
Still have never seen the money 3 years later.
You got it from Watt, though.
I got it from Watt.
You
And
guys robbed Watt.
then they robbed me.
Oh, wait.
$80.
Wait, you got that from Watt?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought,
So
who took
technically-
the money then? Who got Watts?
I think
Dinger?
Dinger. Yeah,
Dang.
well, Sogard gave me 140. He gave Dinger 140.
No, he didn't.
no.
You guys stole it.
Thinking
You guys
that
stole
you would
it.
pay him 140.
You guys stole it
But you
from
didn't do that. You were
I
never going
did.
to do that.
I
So
paid him
you-
140
They
because I
broke into
got
my
it
car
from.
and took my 140.
Yeah, I got it from you. Hey, man, players got to play.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe just don't bet with.
when do you guys head down to? Oh, I pay up. I just didn't pay up to you because I was like, it was clearly a joke, man. Like, why would I bet $140 against you in golf? Maybe like basketball or something because you used to get that work back in the day.
Yeah.
So tell them about that. What? So did you ever play any other sports other
I
than
did. I
golf?
played soccer, and then I did basketball until like middle school. But yeah,
What made you
nothing
guys
really.
like decide to hang those up and just finally stick to golf and just really grind that out?
Honestly, I just kind of had a passion with the game. I loved being outside, and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
For me, I played basketball up until sophomore year, and then entering junior year, I just knew I couldn't really hang with guys like Dean, Luke, and Anthony. I just would get run in practice, doing line drills. Coach Williams, obviously a great guy, but not much water breaks, so I just knew I'd be dying out there on the court. Throwing up bricks.
You think you could have hung up on JV for a year?
Probably riding the bench.
You think you could have been on the squad though?
I think I would have been like a David Lynn type player. See like 1 minute of varsity, but come in, shoot
and
a
hit
three,
a three.
get the crowd going.
Do you ever wish you would have kept playing for your senior year just for senior night?
Just for senior night, maybe just to like get a poster. In every sport, you get a big old poster, and my brother's poster is hanging in our gym, so I have to look into my brother every time I'm working out. And obviously, golf we don't get one, so I wish we got a poster, but it's whatever.
So I know we used to mess around with you because we would say Chance is getting that work in the mornings. Don't you guys have morning lifts together at some, or do you guys do those anymore? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, you still do
Yeah.
them? Do you ever go anymore? Or?
No, I mean Chance, hardest worker out there every morning.
How do those lifts work? You know, because I know they got to
It's
be a
more
little
like
different.
golf
than like,
specific, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's more like explosiveness
Mhm.
and then more like rotation. We don't really do like any heavy like
Yeah.
weights or anything like that. But it's at a
I can
place
tell.
called the Stable in Prairie Village. Yeah.
Yeah, Chance, what time do you normally get up for those workouts?
My alarm's set at 4:50 a.m.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
4:50, what? 4 times a week?
Now that it's like high school season, I'll probably only go
So what's the
2 or 3 times a week. But in the winter, yeah, I try and go 4 times a week. And
For-
then they actually just got like a cold plunge on
Oh,
there,
yeah, I
so
heard
I
about
try
that.
and do that right after, and that's like the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Best
your
5
mind
minutes
right.
of the day gets
Yeah.
gets to start off right.
Yeah. So what's like the difference? Can you get like recruited off of high school, like, or no? Is if you really want to go play college ball, you want to do tournaments outside of high school?
I would say there's a lot of talent here in Kansas City, actually. But I think if you played in high school, you could probably get recruited by the schools in state.
Okay.
But if you wanted to try and go somewhere, down south or
Mhm.
somewhere else, you'd probably have to play in some national tournaments to get recognized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you guys know what you guys are ranked nationally, or no?
So, for a player like me, I don't really like to know where I'm at in the state or nationally, just because it's added pressure and it's social pressure.
Are you not good with the pressure on?
Depends on the type of pressure. Like, if I'm playing well, I like the pressure.
Like it's bumping.
If it's
It's
bumping,
bumping. Hole 18, you're down 1 stroke, and you're up
I
for
think
you're a putt 15 feet away to tie it up. Are you hitting that or no?
I think I put a good roll on it, and it lips out.
Oh,
It's catastrophic. No, but nationally, I think Chance is a little bit higher, if I had to guess. He had a really good summer. But at one point, I was like top 70 in the world.
dang.
I think highest national ranking was 68. And
In the world, that's not even just the United
in
States.
the nation.
Oh, okay.
In the
okay,
nation.
okay.
So that was cool to see. And Chance highest all time was 7th.
Yeah.
Holy.
In our graduating class.
Still, that's
7th. Yeah.
that's crazy.
How about like football? Is it mainly just through high school?
Football's
SENU?
like, yeah, football's literally high school. Because there's no, like, club football because, like, people get injured and stuff. So it's like, there's 7-on-7, but that's, I wouldn't say it's a joke, but, like, every person I know that's done 7-on-7 is like, they just do it to get reps, not recruited because you don't have pads or anything, so you can't really. I mean, it's good. Like, it gets you ready for, like, you can't do 7-on-7 if you're a lineman. If you're a linebacker, there's really no point because, like, you're just going to get burnt. But, I mean, yeah, it gives you good reps. But, yeah, mostly high school, I'd say. But basketball, definitely AAU. You can't really get recruited off high school unless you go to prep school like IMG or something. But playing here, you wouldn't get recruited very well. Lastly, some fun questions. If you were an opposite gender, what sport do you think you'd be the best at, or which one would you like to play?
James.
It's a crazy question.
If it was
Never have thought about that.
Yeah, same.
Definitely not like dance or cheerleading. I'm not a dancer or
No.
have ever thought about cheering. From a women's perspective, though, probably basketball.
Be a hooper.
Be a hooper, kind of like Jay Wu.
You think you'd beat Jay Wu? Give her a good old whooping.
So me and Jay Wu 1v1. Like
Oh, you have?
currently,
Uh-huh.
Jay Wu would beat me 100%.
No. If you were a girl,
If I
though,
was
you
in a women's sport, Jay Wu would still whoop me.
think so?
I would say tennis.
Tennis.
Yeah. Even though he
They gave you a good whooping.
whooped me, I feel like I have pretty good hand-eye coordination. You get me in things like ping pong and stuff like that, pickleball, tennis. Yeah.
So when do you guys have to head up?
August 15th.
You guys get the
Um,
summer.
Yeah, we get the
Yeah.
summer.
I think the official move-in day is like August 17th, but I might go in like a week before just to try and get more acclimated to the system.
I feel.
But yeah, we got the whole summer, so
Yeah, that's
just
nice.
doing some
Getting that work
competitive
in.
tournaments. I know
Yeah.
he has a few trips lined up.
I
Oh,
do.
you got a few trips lined up?
Italy. 2
Italy?
weeks.
In 2 weeks?
For 2 weeks and 3 weeks, so I'm missing all these grad parties. So sorry, ladies, but
Oh.
you won't be seeing me there.
You want to call anybody out? Let them know you won't be there.
No, we'll keep that disclosed. But yeah, Italy for 2 weeks, and then
Oh,
Scotland.
you're going for 2 weeks?
for 2
Holy,
weeks. Yeah.
that's hype. You better just be
May-
playing golf every day.
No golf, just
Oh.
a trip.
Actually, is like Bird and them going? Your
Birds
whole family?
going, Bird and them. Birds going. 2 weeks. Grandparents, cousins,
Oh, nice.
seeing Picasso.
You gonna
some-
rob that thing?
some historic buildings. Probably gonna get the Mona Lisa. Or is that in Paris?
I have no clue.
Not sure. And then Scotland for a week,
Playing the old course.
Holy.
playing the old course. Yep.
What about you? You're just playing?
Since I already like signed, I'm not really gonna travel.
Mhm.
There's no need to spend the money.
Yeah.
Just mainly doing some tournaments local, and go from there and
Nice.
hopefully get ready for the next level.
So you guys got anything to say to like someone like me who needs some tips on golf?
I'm a
Mm.
terrible coach.
Terrible coach.
I'm like kind of self-taught.
Okay.
So I'm not good at giving people tips.
Golf, it's such an unnatural game.
Yeah.
If you're not practicing, you're not gonna get good. So
Mhm. Anything to say to the youngins that look up to you guys, the freshmen or the elementary schoolers?
I know everyone says this, but enjoy every moment. Just relish in the present. It goes by pretty quick, and then work on your short game. Keep the ball in play.
Yeah, I think they always say drive for show, putt for dough. Short game is very key, and just do challenges with friends and family, and just keep it fun. Because I think the game of golf is something that you can play your whole life, and yeah, it's if you put in the work, you can definitely go far with the game. Not just you can go from any perspective you want. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. It's a
Mhm.
pleasure talking to you guys.
Thank you,
for
Anthony.
having us.
Yes, sir. And that's TSPN. Sweet.
Signing off.
Sweet.